Let's try this again. All right. So before we read Hezekiah's prayer, right? In 2 Kings. So we're still in 2 Kings, but now we're in chapter 18. So we're going to go back a chapter. Let's start at... All right. Let's start at 20. Okay, 2 Kings 18. We're going to start at... I have to look to the side because I can't look through the lens. We're going to start at 28. Okay. Then the commander stood and called out in Hebrew, "Hear the word of the great king, the king of Assyria. This is what the king says. Do not let Hezekiah deceive you. He cannot deliver you from my hand. Do not let Hezekiah persuade you to trust in the Lord when he says the Lord will surely deliver us. The city will not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Do not listen to Hezekiah. This is what the king of Assyria says. Make peace with me and come out to me." Okay. Well, let's go down to, what is this? 32, part of 32. "Do not listen to Hezekiah, for he is misleading you when he says, the Lord will deliver us. Has the God of any nation ever delivered his land from the hand of the king of Assyria?" I can answer that. No. No, it hasn't. But God has. God has used them. Now, the king says, "Where are the gods of Hamath and Arpad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim, Hena, and Eva? Have they rescued Samaria from my hand? Who of all the gods of these countries have been able to save this land from me? How can the Lord deliver Jerusalem from my hand?" Oh, he will. And he has. He has been doing his work over there. Now, this king and these other people, if you keep going on, they didn't say anything. They didn't say nothing. They just kept quiet. Because this is like blasphemy. You know, you're saying no other gods have helped these people, you know, that this king is the only one that can help them and destroy them. But they didn't understand that God was using them because the Israelites kept sinning and kept following the other customs with the other gods, the other nations. And God told them not to. So there's always a consequence. But this king right here was all puffed up, thinking like no one can beat him. You know, no one can rescue you. Not even the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that was wrong for him to say that. So when I was reading this, I was like, that is blasphemy. That's blasphemy right there. So that's very interesting. And we have people today that are doing so much stuff and they don't believe that God is using them. Or God is working through them. God works through everybody. Everybody. We might not understand, you know, what's going on or why God uses certain people, you know, like this king. Why did God use this king? Because God wanted to. He can use whoever he wants. And apparently this king was strong. So God's like, well, I'm going to use him to destroy Israel. You know, to put them in their place, to show them who the real God is. But some people will always be blinded. And they'll think that like, okay, yes, he said that all the other gods didn't save any of these people. And they didn't because they were fake. But the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not fake. He was using this king to do all that work. Okay, to show Israel who their God was. Who they were supposed to be listening to. So that's a good one that came to me before Ezekiel's prayer. Now, I hope you like that. And a little Bible study talk. It was pretty cool. And well, I hope to post more videos. And I thank God for allowing me to be on TikTok and be able to read and explain, you know, and go over a little bit of these verses with everyone. And I appreciate everyone who watches. I appreciate everyone who listens. I just want to show you real quick. So in this study Bible, it actually talks about Hezekiah. Okay. and I like it. So this is a pretty cool book because if I just go into the King James, I mean, it's very, very difficult. So, and I have one. I have a Holy Bible that's King James, and it's a little, it's confusing sometimes, and it has these words that I'm like, what? And I got to look up, and then on Google, there's like tons of translations for one word, and I'm like, wait a minute, which one goes where? So, and I like it. It talks about certain kings and certain prophets and what they did and the accomplishments, and their strengths, So you get to know these people on a deeper level. So that's why I like it. And then like down here, like I said, it just has a little information down here. It gives you some examples. So I like it, It's my little cheat book, my cheat sheet. So, all right, well, hopefully I will see you all soon. And you all have a blessed day. And like I said, stay cool. Stay cool because it's hot. And I think this is what the summer's going to be like all these months. But hopefully it'll cool down. I just got to pray to God for some rain, some cooler weather. But then winter will be coming. And that won't be fun. But anyways, let's keep reading and staying with God, following Jesus, and let's get to know him on a deeper level, like we're getting to know the prophets, the kings. All right, I love you all. I hope that was interesting to you like it was interesting to me. All right, God bless you. Take care. See you soon.